down to the wire here, at least for the main storyline that I can see for Assassin's Creed Shadows, guys. We're like down to the last two. We've taken out everybody else. We do have, you know, a couple targets here and there on like some of these side objectives, but for the most part on the Shinbaku, we are literally at the end. So today we're going to be starting off going after Mitsuhide. I'm actually excited to see how this is going to go. And then yeah, that's where we start with. So we actually got to talk with Lady Nene. She is up here, I believe in Yamashiro, wasn't it? Yeah. Right here north up in Yamashiro. We're going to go link up with her and see what she has to say. But again, I hope everybody's having a good day today. What's up? All right. Get my horse. Chris Collins, good to see you guys. Jeremy, what's going on? Tojo, what's up, brother? I really appreciate everybody for coming and hanging out today, man. You guys are awesome. Wayne, what's up, brother? Yeah, so this has been a really great adventure so far. Like, the game's lasted quite a good time. Like, there's a good bit of gameplay in there, and especially if you're somebody who's like trying to really 100% it, you could easily, I could see easily 80 to 100 hours in this game if you really dig in. Sure, you probably even get more than that. All right, so I'm excited to see what this big push, because Mitsuhide is like one of the big guys. He's the main guy that betrayed Nobunaga. So this should be a pretty big deal. No, chat. No. I already see it. I already see it starting in the chat. Listen, Team Neck is not a thing, okay? It is no hashtag Team Neck. Okay, I said last night, Team Neck isn't what it is. Like I spoke, I retracted it immediately, chat. So no hashtag Team Neck, dude.
You have returned.
My lady.
Your visit can mean only one thing. The Shinbaku.
One remains. Mitsuhide.
You honor Lord Nobunaga, as he would have wanted.
Thank you, my lady.
Mitsuhide has gathered his forces in Shoryuji Castle. I hope he fears what is coming. Vengeance.
Lord Nobunaga wanted to unify the land. Mitsuhide wants to subjugate it. The people deserve justice.
Then press forth and execute justice. As we speak, Lord Hideyoshi is readying his forces near Shoryuji Castle. This battle will shape the country for generations. If Lord Hideyoshi triumphs, we enter a new age.
With your husband in power.
It is a delicate situation. Lord Hideyoshi is ambitious, as is every other daimyo. What matters now is defeating Mitsuhide. Go, finish the Shinbaku, and may you find there what you seek.
I don't know. It seems a little like a little bit of a power grab, but
We have to get to Hideyoshi before he kills him, otherwise the box is lost.
And we have to move quickly.
all right, we'll start off with Yasuke. All right, so let me see. What region is this castle in? Yamashiro. Okay. did not expect his thing to be in Yamashiro. All right, so his camp is in Yamazaki. It's south of the village. Might be in this area here. I didn't. Nope. There it is. There's the village. So he's south of this village. There it is. All right, beautiful. Chat, there's no. Oh my god. I can't even see, chat. I can't even say anything. Team Neck, I say again, is not a thing. Like, that doesn't even sound cool. It sounds sus. All right, so I don't know if this is gonna be like a big battle or what. We'll see.
No. Lord Nobutaka will take the right flank. I am leading the charge.
Lord Hideyoshi, we are here to join your battle against Mitsuhide.
Good. You show loyalty to Lord Nobunaga. Get in the ranks.
Yes, Lord Hideyoshi.
Damn, so we really are just joining this dude.
Following Hideyoshi is a mistake. To get to Mitsuhide first, we need to be in front, not behind.
Let Lord Hideyoshi fight. We will head straight for Mitsuhide. Are we ready?
Let's do it.
Let's move.
Akechi Mitsuhide has betrayed our master, Lord Nobunaga. Now, he expects us to serve him. Today is the day of our vengeance! Hachiman is watching. Lord Nobunaga is watching. They demand blood. So, let's us spill it!
We definitely have the advantage.
So, what about the Hosokawa clan? And the rest of our allies?
We killed everybody, dude.
Then we face the enemy without them.
Take the castle!
She looks like KCD, dude. We could do Yasuke for a little bit here. We'll see if we can cut through the ranks.
There's too many!
Woo!
I should have killed you in Homoji. Deal with this.
Bro really ran away like a whole ass bitch. Come on, bro, you really thought Naoe was just gonna let that ass get away, dude?
The moment.
Lord Mitsuhide, we will cover your retreat.
No more running. I will face my fate with sword in hand. Go. I release you.
Nowhere to hide.
Turn around, traitor.
Yasuke, Nobunaga's royal blade. I once shared that royalty. Then he bound Enrakuji down. Monks, women, children. We bound and beheaded them all. By the thousands.
Lord Nobunaga was... That does not justify your treachery.
Yes,
Someone
it
had to
does.
save us from his madness. To stop the endless slaughter of innocents.
So you defiled your honor, betrayed your lord. You murdered him with a stab in the back.
The Shunbakufu used me, as I had used you. Have you forgotten Iga?
I'll never forget Iga. Just as I will never forget how you murdered my father.
It was necessary. And now, you back another tyrant. A peasant. For Nobunaga's throne. I saved this country. You will destroy it.
No. We will save it from you.
You never were true samurai. I will break you.
Ooh, okay. Game's perfect, dude. Game's perfect. GG, Ubisoft. What the fuck? I don't even know what happened, dude.
You never were true samurai.
Oh, it's swap characters. You know, why now I get the fire music though, dude? Oh my god. Shineru.
Careful, Egan.
Speak.
There is another. He would have become shogun again, but you defied death and hunted us down. We underestimated you. He promised allies, then disappeared. He lives while my dream falls to pieces.
You mean Ashikaga Yoshiaki?
Ashikaga Yoshiaki, the one Nobunaga toppled from power.
And the box, where is it?
He has it. It is one of the Imperial Regalia. The Yasakani no Magatama.
The jewel.
For years,
Isn't it apple?
we searched for it. All that time, hidden in your little village. The Oda clan has many great samurai, but you were the one to avenge our lord. Perhaps you are the greatest of us all.
Enough. Your time has come.
I lived my life as a samurai. Let me die as one.
I could give him what he asks.
He does not deserve it.
It is the 5th month when rain falls. Water rushes in the garden on a summer mountain. Falling flowers keep back the flow of the pond.
Your life's work is undone tonight, samurai. But my father's legacy lives on through me.
Lord Nobunaga has been avenged. My men will collect the traitor's head, and we will savor today's victory.
Will you succeed Lord Nobunaga?
Our council must find a successor to finish the work, with might to crush any opposition.
And grace to maintain the balance.
I am the son of a farmer. I have seen samurai take all and leave nothing. That stops now.
And if they don't, you will hear from us.
I'm sure that I will. Samurai, your actions have honored Lord Nobunaga.
Thank you, Lord Hideyoshi. That means more than you know. Owari no Utsuke.
I thought we finally had him. The one with the jewel.
Only one left. Come on, we can do it.
Whatever the Shogun's plans are, we will stop them.
Army Cow with the super chat. Sorry I missed that. Team Neck is righteous. Although someone on last night's stream suggested the throat goat. Who fucking suggested that? Let me know who suggested that so we can ban them immediately. Because I am not going to be called the fucking throat goat. Okay, I'm not the goat of throats or anything like that. Who said that? Because they're getting banned. Who was it? Let me know. The fucking throat goat. Yeah. Yeah, yo, this was the guy at that sumo match. Goddamn throat goat is crazy, dude. So I can just fast travel to this temple because I've already been here. Is that him? Literally just sitting there? With the box and everything.
This is it. Where we'll finally find the box and the masked horseman.
The foreign samurai and the shadow from Iga. We meet again. Do not fear me. I am alone. You see, I have nothing to hide. I assume you know who I am.
The Shogun, or at least the one who once held claim to this title.
You're the coward who killed my father.
The fool fights even when all is lost. The wise concedes victory and looks to the future. You have won. The treasure is yours.
The regalia is inside?
I have some respect for our traditions yet. Where the box goes, so does the jewel. I underestimated your resilience, Shadow. And I admit, it cost me everything.
I promised my father I would return what was stolen from us. I always keep my word.
An honorable trait that could prove useful to you today.
Why do you give it to us so freely?
Consider it a starting point. To initiate negotiations that I leave with my life.
No. You die here today.
It is not vengeance you truly desire, young Egan. Not anymore. I hear you seek another shadow, carrying a wristplate like yours. Now, it is customary to discuss terms. Sit.
Where?
Give me your word, and I will tell you where.
Was it a woman?
I neglected to ask. My spies were more taken with how she faded into nothingness.
We do not know if he tells the truth.
Why lie and have the shadow hunt me? I paid a steep price to learn that lesson, samurai.
All right. You have my word.
In Yamato, at Sakafune Ishi.
Let's go.
Not yet. I did not promise him anything. You killed my daimyo and betrayed our emperor. You must answer for this.
Warmongering fools like Oda Nobunaga betrayed our world, sacrificed our people. Men like him have undermined the order of the shogunate for more than a century with their thirst for power. They have plunged us into chaos. Am I not, after all, the legitimate ruler of our lands? I wanted only to take back my rightful place, to return us to order.
By stealing what the Emperor entrusted to the Kakushibaiki.
Objects believed to be magical. In my hands, they became a means to restore, to secure our country's future.
You sold them to the Portuguese.
We both know we are not talking about regular merchants and Jesuits. I suspect you have been
Templars.
looking for the Templar Order for some time, samurai. Their demise is near to your heart, surely nearer than any desire to kill me. Or are you just like them, underneath that armor you wear? My life for my information.
I have found Duarte de Melo. His days of torture and treachery on the slave ships are over.
Seek out the Silver Queen of the Tada Mines. You may find her sympathetic.
We have what we need.
Without the Shimbakufu, you have no value. No more leverage. The foreigners will come back for the box and kill you.
But I do not have the box. You do. It is in everyone's interest that you find them before they find us, samurai.
You were afraid of them.
Terrified.
Lord Nobunaga feared no such force. His name will live on forever. You will live in shame and die forgotten. Did you get what you wanted?
I did. But it doesn't feel over.
We both have new paths to trace. All because of this. I wonder how many lives have paid for its passage to us.
Too many to count, but not one more. We'll make sure of it.
Such burdens are more bearable when shared.
They did a good job tying the Templars into this, though. They did a good job tying the Templars and the Assassins into it. Realistically, it's pretty solid. Laughing Man with the super chat, dude. Holy shit! Thank you so much, man. Thanks to watching you. I went and finally bought a PS5 Pro in this game. Just got it all in. Thanks for being unbiased about the game and giving it a fair shot. I now see how fun it can be from watching you play it. Dude, I'm glad, dude. I'm really glad. Yeah, this is it's been a really, really good time, honestly. Now, we do have a mission in Tamba, which is the only region in the game we have not been to yet. But that is, I believe, for Yasuke. I'm pretty sure we could probably do it as both of them. Let me see. Yeah, so we unlocked another Templar quest here, and then Naoe's quest to seek her mother. So this is in... Yeah, so we're gonna do her Naoe's quest first. Seriously, Laughing Man, I really do appreciate you, brother. And let me know how that PlayStation 5 Pro runs. Because depending on GTA 5's release, I might have to get one for GTA. Okay, so we got to head over to Yamato. Where does it say? It's in Izuka Rocks Basin. They're east of the rocks. So I'm thinking probably here-ish. No, okay, it's like right east. Okay. Yeah, we're not having team Tamba. There will never be a world that I live in where we will have team neck merch. Y'all lost your minds. Chat. Team neck merch. Because I'm not
Don't make me angry.
I'm not a part of Team Neck. Like that. I mean, if that's something that you guys want to establish and be a part of. Just a scarf. God damn, bro.
Your soul is mine.
Get him in. So the runes we're looking for are gonna be up this way, I believe.
This is where the Shogun's spies lost track of the assassin. There may be a clue as to how they escaped.
Right there. Look at this.
There it is. The Shogun told the truth.
Oh shit.
Let's see what happens. Come on! Move! Move! Ugh. Enough, Naoe. Stop. Okay. Think. Feel. Let it all pass through you. Clear your mind.
That eagle vision.
Shin.
You're alive. Rest, my plum. I've got you.
The box. I couldn't stop him.
The fault is mine. It was my oath, and I failed. I kept so many secrets for so long, never knowing if I should reveal them. Your mother left me with a heavy burden. To protect the box and to raise you, I did not want to put that burden on your shoulders.
The box.
One of 3 imperial regalia. The jewel, Yasakani no Magatama. They are the sacred heart of our country. Treasures the emperor entrusted the Kakushiwa Iki to protect. But that was long ago. Back when we met Tsuyu.
My mother.
She was the apprentice of a Nama stranger. She followed this foreign creed of assassins. They came to Iga seeking help from Momochi Sandai. They said the balance of the world was at risk. So you stayed with us in Iga. Became a student of Sandai, as Hanzo and I were. But soon, the student became the master. We all swore upon her creed, an oath. The creed I should have taught you. You are so much like your mother. I was afraid that if you knew, you would suffer the same fate. It was my oath to the creed to protect the jewel. But I loved her. And when you came, you were our jewel. We loved you so much. For a few years, we prospered. The regalia were safely hidden in Setsu. Our league grew. Our enemies faded. We were foolish to let our guard down. A new foe rose from the shadows. I stayed in Iga with you while the league was slaughtered. The regalia stolen. Only Sandai, Tsuyu, and Hanzo survived.
So Hanzo was one of the assassins too.
In the night with the jewel. She made me swear to protect it and entrusted me alone. She promised me she would return with the other regalia. But she never did. When Sandayu returned, he told me Tsuyu had died. It shattered my soul. I hid the jewel in the kofu and kept her secret. The League died with her. I swore to myself to never let anything happen to you, our jewel. And every night, for years, I played her favorite song. And then, one night, across the valley, I heard someone playing the song back to me. I ran towards the source, but she was gone. I know it was her. And so, I kept playing her song every night to let her know the jewel was safe. And that you were all right. Naoe, she might be alive. We must find her. If we can just reach Tomiko's, there is hope. She will help us.
Yeah, I wonder who her mother was though, because she's not one of the notable assassins.
I remember now. I remember it all. Stewart, why did you carry that burden by yourself? You weren't alone. I was right there. You weren't alone. Their song. He was calling to her. to you. Mother. I can't believe that worked.
We're in here, baby.
I wonder if my father knew of this place, knew where these stairs lead. All those years angry at Chichue for not talking about my mother.
Yeah, I do like how they implemented the assassins into this. It's pretty damn good. It's very subtle, you know what I mean?
Imperial regalia, the sacred hearts of our country. That was the mission Kataribera wrote about. Why would the Emperor trust them with this treasure? It doesn't matter. My parents died protecting them, and I will too.
I think they're apples, chat. Like she didn't open the damn box. But I felt like they were apples. Like, you know, because I know there was multiple apples around the world.
Valor. Wisdom. Benevolence.
Open that shit.
I returned the jewel, Yasakani no Magatama. I have honored my promise, Chichue. My love, if you read this, it is because you and our Naoe have been forced from Iga. Because our secret is discovered. I know you may not understand my absence or my reasons for it. They are not the only secrets I have kept from you. I did not die the night our league fell. Mother?
Hanzo. So he's one of the fucking assassins, man. It makes sense.
The countless nights I kept hidden, listening to Nagato's song, again and again. It took all those years to understand. It was the key.
It was you playing back to my father.
Forgive me, Tsuyu.
You stole the regalia?
No. Lord Ieyasu found the mirror and stole it from the Foreign Order. A secret very few know. He believes these treasures belong to our land. He kept the mirror and waited to return it to the Emperor.
To gain favor from the Imperial Court.
Perhaps. He plays a much better Go game than I. But we both believe the foreign powers are only here to take from us.
So how did you get the mirror?
I am loyal to him now. I simply asked for it. Come, I will explain. You and the Black Samurai left Lord Ieyasu with quite the impression.
Oh?
He admired your friend's sense of honor. He perceived the samurai to hate the Foreign Order just as much as he did. Lord Ieyasu was just as interested in your character, your resilience to fulfill your father's promise. You now understand the meaning of the blade?
My parents followed an Imperial mission to protect the regalia and obeyed a creed that fought oppression.
Don't sound so excited.
No one likes giving details.
They were a foreign assassin brotherhood who battled foreign interests in our land. We served to protect those who could not protect themselves.
To shed a light on this world.
And this is what Lord Tokugawa Ieyasu saw in you.
That
Hanzo's a
convinced him to
badass.
give you the mirror?
It made him see why I needed it. Redemption.
I'll do Civ
Why
7
do you
when there's
need
updates.
redemption? Hanzo,
I have to confess something that will be hard for you to hear. Please listen before acting.
I'll try. But no promises.
Your mother's strength with your father's compassion. The only people I have loved in this world. I told you Nagato and I were brothers despite our differences. But we had one thing in common. We both loved Tsuyu. She had the beauty of Kishotenyo and the fighting spirit of Hachiman. I did not care for her idealist foreign creed. All I wanted was her. The things I did to impress her. But she chose Nagato, a lower rank to Jisamurai. The pain and the shame were unbearable.
Did she know of your feelings for her?
My pride would never allow that. So I left Iga. I offered my services to whomever would give blood to my blade. They all feared me. Only Hanzo, the bloodthirsty demon. Years passed, and I returned to Mibuno. I thought I could conquer her hurt, impress her with my exploits. But then, I saw you. The perfect family. I left again. My rage consuming me. This was supposed to be my place. She should have loved me. I did. The unthinkable.
What did you do?
I heard of a mysterious group offering riches for the regalia.
You sold Ashikaga Yoshiaki their location. Out of resentment.
The contract was secret. I did not know who forged it. But I didn't care. I wanted to break them. So I sacrificed the thing Tsuyu loved most.
You sacrificed her creed. Her vow.
It was just a mission given to her by a foreign master. Objects that could turn to dust for all they mattered to me.
They mattered to her.
I regretted it immediately. But it was too late. I rushed to Tsuyu to tell her the regalia had been compromised. She called the Kakushiba-iki back to defend the Setsu.
But it wasn't enough. I saw their bodies in the kofu.
The Imperial regalia was stolen. I betrayed them all. And Sandayu said Tsuyu was dead. But I never believed him.
So you searched for her?
For years. I also watched your father mourn. Watched him raise and love you. You grew. As did my shame. After the first attack on Iga, I knew it was only a matter of time before it fell. I could not let Tsuyu's daughter die in a pile of rubble.
That night in Iga, you wrote that letter?
I always suspected your father to have the jewel, but so did the enemy. I offered you both the protection of my lord, but when Nagato refused, my options were few.
And the Shinbakufu got to us first.
I am sorry your father died. I tried to save you both. And I can save you still by persuading you from your path.
My path will unify us.
Is that what you think you're doing? Picking up misfits on the campaign for unity?
They are my family.
They slow you down. Family. That same weakness is what killed your mother and father. You repeat their fault.
And you have not learned from yours. What has your jealousy earned you but the name Demon?
I will take all your venom, if it means restart anew. Naoe, do not make their mistake.
I mean, I'm not gonna hate on this dude too much. Like, it is what it is. I mean, he literally sold out. But I'm pretty sure he's living with that regret too, because he got her mother killed.
You really believe my mother is alive?
I do.
And if I go with you, you will help me find her?
Or die looking.
A wise boy taught me that if we want to move forward, it cannot be towards vengeance. It's a choice we must make more than once in this world.
We will move in the shadows together.
To serve the light. Go. I will wait for your message.
Lord Ieyasu was right. You are the future of our country.
Trade the whole creed, the whole organization, chat, because he didn't get the girl. That's it. Betrayed everybody because he didn't get the girl is crazy, dude. All right, now we got Yasuke. He's gonna go hunt down a this other Templar over in Tamba. Once we get settled into Tamba, got a bunch of targets over there too. So let's see, where can we ride to Tamba from? Start. Yeah, we can start in Yamashiro. It's fine. I mean, to betray the whole Brotherhood because you didn't get the girl, though? I don't know, like... Then to potentially get the girl killed? Okay, so we got a good ride here. I'm gonna set this mountain looks a little on the high side, so we're gonna aim for this initial intersection. That'll be where we ride to. Yasuke, yeah, I'm pretty sure Yasuke, it's just a tree. He should be able to climb that, right? Why did you guys do this to yourselves? Chat, you guys know, like, you guys know me. You know I didn't want to do that to her like that. I really didn't want that to go down like that, but like it is what it is, you know? 80% damage to armor on the next hit after using a ration. Chris, what's going on, brother? Yasuke didn't even scream that time, guys. He's getting better. Damn, that's good shit. Unlock Warden's armor. I still just love my armor I have right now. It just does so much damage. No, I'm good on that. We haven't got any new headgear pieces, right? Like look-wise? No, we haven't really gotten any. I love this new bow too. The draw speed increase. It's so good. Right, we are now in the Tamba region. So, where was the mission location that I had to even go to in Tamba? Nope, nope, wrong one. So this was in Tamba, Silverlands, hides south of Tada. Tamba, Silverlands. Silverlands is here. So we'll get some scouts over here. There we go. Been watching the old Zomboy streams? Oh man, yeah. Shit. I mean, I can't say I'm much better than I was back then, but man, it was a unique time, especially our multiplayer. Like when we did that multiplayer Zomboid stuff, it was a good time. Patrick, what's going on? How you doing today, Pat? Now I'm pretty sure there's going to be at least four Templars. There's four ends of the cross, obviously, and it would be weird for them to just have the three. You know what I mean? So that's why I feel like there's definitely going to be a fourth. Okay, can we roll into here? Is this... Yeah, there's kids and stuff, so we're allowed. Rachel, what's going on?
What are you doing?
We also have another target here too. Let's buy this. Over here. So this area is definitely restricted that we're about to be going into here. So we might be able to just skirt around it.
I must remain on my guard.
Yasuke, the Silver Queen is somewhere in Tata Silver Mine. A young woman, noble background. This place is heavily guarded. Surely I could help.
Go home, my friend. I will take it from here.
Our job isn't to... Yeah, so these guys are Portuguese. We should probably got to go up that way then. there.
He is displeased by that. He's...
It is him. We should go now.
Why? He's just one man.
I said we should go. Now.
You are the Silver Queen. I am Yasuke.
I know who you are. It's not safe here. He is everywhere, and always watching.
And where might he be?
Follow me to my house. We will talk there.
Hopefully she ain't trying to set my ass up. What if her mother is alive and she's actually the fourth Templar? Oh, dude, that'd be crazy, Colin. But I doubt it. Her mother was hardcore
soldiers?
It is complicated.
assassins, like
We
part
will
of the
leave
creed.
it as such for now.
I have a skill for uncomplicating such matters.
There are some problems that cannot be resolved with the swing of a blade.
Perhaps, but it is a good place to start.
But if her mother was, that would definitely catch me off guard because she was such a die-hard assassin. Like, Nicholas, holy shit, how you doing today, Nicholas? Thank you for the 20 months, dude. Just saying, hey, before going to bed, hey, get that good sleep, all right, Nicholas? And I want to say thank you again, dude. Let's see what she has to say. I remember all that tea etiquette.
My name is Hosokawa Tama. The Westerners call me Silver Queen, not by my choice.
You run the silver trade for these Westerners. Also not by choice, I am assuming.
As I said, I know who you are. But I do not know you. Why did you come here?
A Portuguese man bearing a cross-shaped pendant.
What will you do when you find him?
It is simple. He must die.
And you believe this is possible?
I need to find him.
If you know this man, then you also know what he is capable of.
My lady, if you requested my presence here, that means you know what I am capable of. Tell me where he is. I can help you. I swear it.
I did not ask you here for help.
Then... why? Why did...
I have my orders.
You... what?
Bro, that's why you don't drink shit random people give you, dude. That's crazy.
No. Caro.
Oh, those giants. You made things difficult for me. You and that shinobi. Killing the Shinbaku, fine. I get it. But then, the Malu? And him, the Japanese fellow. I took offense. And not easy. The girl from Iga is a bit harder to find. You, not so much.
Bastard.
And now I hear you're interested in finding me. Very few people are supposed to know who I am. You look familiar.
I mean, in my condition, what the hell can I actually do?
What was that? Probably unimportant. Thank you, Silver Queen, for your service. One less problem for us. This man and his partner ran down Lord Mitsuhide. He watched as that yokel child delivered the most undignified death to your father.
Mitsuhide was her father?
Let me finish him off. For what he did to my father.
Well, there's Mitsuhide's spirit. Who am I to deny you vengeance? Progress has slowed recently. You will fix this, yes? A favor for a favor?
You will have what is yours.
For your troubles, my lady.
Daughter of Mitsuhide, you poisoned me.
Do not speak. Listen. You're supposed to be dead. Before Honnoji, my father sent my brother and me here as collateral. A gesture of good faith to the Nanban invaders. Now, Caro scrapes this land clean. The silver will run out, as will my brother's usefulness. And mine. My father thought he could protect us, that he would return soon. You ensured that would not happen.
And yet, I am still breathing. Why?
What you said about helping me, I believed you. Was I wrong too?
Leaving me alive is a risk to you and your brother. You would not take such a risk.
Unless... I had no choice.
A samurai keeps their word.
Caro hides behind those who would do his bidding. Your spies found me. They won't find him. His men hold my brother, Mitsuyoshi, to ensure my cooperation. In Kameyama Castle, north of here. He is the only family I have left. Help me take him away from this place. You do this for me, and I will give you what you want. Who you want.
I'm thinking, since I wonder if I can do this with Naoe.
We cannot be seen together. I am supposed to be dead.
I can get you into Kameyama.
No. If you will offer up Caro as you said, there is little that stands between me and your brother.
Who is Caro to you? If I am to step aside, I need reassurances.
It was a long time ago, or it felt like a long time ago. He took something from me. He and his people.
And you hope to get it back? From him?
I gain nothing from betraying you. I will bring your brother to you unscathed.
Atago Shrine. Meet me there once you've freed Mitsuyoshi.
Damn, we should have took that little pistol dude. I would have used the shit out of that. I mean, realistically, I probably wouldn't because the guns are actual dog shit, but... Really?
Another one of the samurai dead.
Damn, bro, let me play the game.
Something's not.
Kameyama Castle lies to the north.
We took care of business. Yasuke feels really good though when you do work on the bow and arrow, because we talked about it before. The bow and arrow, in my opinion, was just not very good. Or like any of the ranged weapons early on, especially like the Teppo, they were just really bad. And then now they're not, guys. Like late game like this, like this bow specific, the Teppo is still dog shit in my opinion. The bow feels really good though. Plus we got the extra damage here. We got 20% or 30% more headshot damage. Yeah, we absolutely laced these dudes up. Let me see. So this is in Tamba at the castle here. I'm pretty sure it's this castle. Yep, perfect. And we got another target there too. We should have took this other target down this way. We'll get that one after, once this location cools down. But we do have another target here too. So we got two targets that we got to take in this one location.
I want more sake now.
Right away, sir.
Damn, Chad, we definitely got some neck right there.
Thank you. You wouldn't leave me alone. You saved my life, sir. How can I repay you?
I do not mind being paid in information. Kameyama Castle, built by Mitsuhide as a home and base. Now a prison to Mitsuhide's son.
Wonder if we can do this as I think we have to do, yeah, this is Yasuke quest. Okay, it says right on it. Yeah, I was gonna say, because this is Yasuke's storyline, I'm pretty sure we have to use Yasuke, because I was like, dude, maybe we could sneak through this. But we're gonna try to see if we can find another breach point, because as you guys can see, this front gate here is quite guarded. Now Yasuke's climbing is not as good as Naoe's, but he can get around a little bit. We're not clearing that. That's not happening, but I don't even think he can make that jump. There it is.
I need to stay alert here.
We got a lot of castle clear here. We got to look for an arrow refill somewhere. All right, looks like there's some weapons over there. swim through there. It's a good way in. Could bypass this dude here. I did want some arrows, but yeah, there's some arrow refills right there. That was close. Good thing our ally was there to fucking hit him with that flash, or we would have been screwed. We did get the arrows though. Oh damn, and there's arrows in here. Nice. So now we're full up on silent.
Mitsuyoshi should be held near the Tenshu, inside the living quarters.
Now, let me see. I'll search over there.
The thing is, I don't know if Yasuke is going to be able to get up right here. It's a little...
Take a look around.
And the sun's coming up, dude.
Tamba's brother was here recently.
A lot of samurai here. Blood in here.
You, samurai, here. They took him. The young dog brought him away. Beneath a tengshu, a key. Here, stole it when I had the chance.
I will help him. You have done everything you can.
Got 2 more silent arrows left. Trying to find a good way into this spot. I could delete this dude up top here. There's no windows open on the side. We could get this guy. We'll see if there's an entrance. I wish I had more arrows. It doesn't look like there's any way in on this side either. Might have to go through the front. Tepos, no ammo. Is that fire seriously sizzling because the rain is hitting it? Chat, the rain was going hard as hell and it was hitting the fire and the fire was sizzling.
There's something happening. Can you hear me?
Yeah, the fucking sleep is so good. Yeah, completely. So we have an ally. She'll come and she'll freaking use her sleep darts on people. Sorry, bro. We got arrow refill right here. Should I hit this other target while we're here right now? Let's see if I can get eyes on him. Yeah, because I didn't know if I was gonna have to like escort this kid out and I wouldn't have a chance to kill that guy on my way out, so we just got him right now. We played Hogwarts Legacy. I got a full playthrough on the channel of it. Oh, damn, he's a lot younger than I thought.
You, samurai. I have not seen you before.
Lord Mitsuyoshi?
If you're going to kill me, do it quickly. Better yet, hand me your wakizashi. I will show you how a warrior dies with dignity.
My name is Yasuke. I was sent here by Lady Tamba. She is expecting you at Atago Shrine.
Naoe? Atago. No. One of the foreigners, Balthazar. He took my katana. I can't go to Atago without it.
Your Naoe has gone through much to keep you safe. If something were to happen to you, I do not know how I could face her. Come, let us talk elsewhere. Stay close, young lord. I will ensure no harm falls upon you.
Why are you helping me anyway?
I promise Lady Tamba, my lord.
Yes, I understand that. What I mean is, what do you get from helping us?
A chance to do what is right.
I see. I understand. This place is dangerous. You go. I will wait here.
Yeah, my shit is on cooldown.
should go now.
I'm gonna lie to you, that beat kind of went kind of hard. Like a little harder than it probably should have.
This place is dangerous. You go. I will wait here. Go now.
I mean, who gives a shit if it fits the historical setting? That shit goes hard. There's enough historically setting fit music in the game for them to spread a little bit of fucking fire beats, man.
Non-farm fool. He is usually in the courtyard, no doubt showing off my katana.
I will deliver your blade to Atago. Do you know the way?
I have been there many times with my father.
Then go. Be careful, young lord.
Alright, so we got him safe. Now we gotta go back in and get his damn sword. Some Eminem in the next Red Dead? I mean, hey, if they can make it fucking fit and that shit sounds fire, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, Eminem doesn't really make music though. That it was just a beat. It's not like there was words attached to it. The only music I have not been a fan of in this game is that weird-ass surfer music that plays with the Eagans. I don't know why the hell they had that. Shit sounds so bad. Like, it doesn't even, like, not only does it not fit, but it also doesn't even sound cool. Like, at least if you're not gonna fit, at least make it sound cool, dude. You know what I mean? So at least I could vibe out. But that surfer music shit doesn't even sound cool. God damn it.
That katana, it does not belong to you.
It's in my hand, isn't it? You want it so badly? I'll give it to you.
So, I mean, and then, like, this music is traditional Japanese, like... Crazy, dude.
It does not belong to you. Now to Atago Shrine.
Well, the hip-hop music is not just Yasuke's either. It plays too. It's just the game music. It plays when Naoe's fighting too sometimes. It's just a part of the game soundtrack. It's not like character specific. How am I enjoying it? I love this game. I've been having a blast. We've been having a real good time. Today we officially hunted down the rest of the main targets there. Now we're tying up Yasuke and Naoe's main story. Now we're going Templar hunting. Valencia, what's going on? How you doing? Is the game worth the money? So, Wheelchair Rick, I tell this, especially with this game, due to how much controversy there is behind it. Watch the gameplay, brother. Like that's all I can say is watch gameplay of the game. A couple hours and make that decision yourself. You know what I mean? That's not a decision that someone else can make for you. Don't take my advice. I personally think the game's worth the money. I've had a blast. There's so much content in the game. It's probably my third favorite It's in my top 3 of my favorite Assassin's Creed games, hands down. It's a really good game in my opinion. But my opinion shouldn't matter to you because, you know, game opinions are very subjective. They're very biased. You're gonna get so many extreme different opinions with this game. People have never even played it are gonna sit there and tell you it's ass, it's fucking woke garbage, it's this, it's that, and then you're gonna have, you know, some people who are in the middle and say, you know, it's okay, and then how like people like me, they're saying I fucking loved it. It was phenomenal. So it just kind of depends on you as a player, you know, what you want, what you expect out of the game. But my advice to you would be, you know, go sit down, watch some streams, or like edited videos aren't really going to give you a good basis of what the game is, because, you know, people can edit videos to make a game look really bad, or they can edit the videos to make a game look really good. Just watch pure gameplay, man. Like some continuous 2 to 3 hours worth of gameplay. If it looks like something you're interested in, fucking grab it, dude.
Scared away my dinner. Boxes of the messengers of
Chef, we're not getting neck, we're getting face.
Yasuke, over here! My katana. Do you have it?
I do. I will give it to you at the shrine. We can go up together.
Okay, let's go. When Balthazar took my katana, I was so angry I cried in my room. I felt like I couldn't protect anything or anyone, including my sister. Then I got mad at myself for acting like a small child. A child who will never be a warrior.
To be a warrior, you must believe in something. You must open your heart to it. Be willing to lay your emotions bare. To feel nothing is to believe in nothing. Shedding tears is the mark of a warrior.
Thank you, Yasuke.
Yasuke?
That cheering that lady just did was not it.
Naoe!
She just double fist pumped.
I did what I had to, dear brother. And now, we are leaving this place.
But what about that man? Caro? We can't just...
It will be taken care of. Do you have father's katana? Then go. Quickly now, we ride out soon.
Yeah, she literally double fist pumped like this. You didn't see her in the
Before
back?
each battle, my father would visit Atago with that katana and pray to the deities for protection. Now, the katana belongs to my brother. It is up to him to decide what to do with it.
Will you tell him?
No. Mitsuyoshi will leave the blade here to rest. A proper parting with our father. There has been enough death around me lately. And I know what you are capable of.
I bear no ill will or threat towards you and Lord Mitsuyoshi. I hope this much is clear.
I know.
So, this is why you spared me.
For a second, I thought about it. Pulling the trigger. Then I remembered how you looked at Caro. I mistook it for hatred at first. But then, I saw something else. Something that showed me who you really were. It was then I knew you weren't my enemy.
You wish for Caro's demise as well.
I prayed for his death daily. A corrupting influence on my father, my home, my family. I hope to put this time behind me as well. To free myself from the whims of those who crave power.
To truly move on is to forget why you survived. I do not see you as someone who can move on.
Who am I, then?
Someone who took a risk on me and their own life, all to save their brother. Someone defined by their love. You are strong enough to face your past and whatever comes next. Your brother reminds me of another boy. One very close to my heart.
You will return to this boy safely. Your eyes told me.
You said it was not hatred nor rage. What did you see?
Purpose. Takeda Castle. You will find Caro there.
So now we got to make our way over to this new castle. He's in Tamba at the castle. All right, let's see here. So we haven't even been to Takeda yet. So we're gonna roll right up into the town here. Obviously the castle's, once we get in town, we should be able to see where it is. On our way there though, if possible, we're gonna see if we can hit this target. All right, hold on, give me 1 sec, guys. All right. Should I take the targets out first, then do main story missions? No, Dakota, kind of like do it like, because the thing is you're gonna get locked out of a lot of these targets because of your level, like especially early on. Like once you get like where I'm at, like level 40, almost level 50, like you can kind of just do all of them. You know, leaving this guy, like I'm locked out, I can't do. His level 49, so he's too strong. So like I would just do the ones like that are in the areas that you're in, like focus on that, you know what I mean? Like if you're in the best way for me to explain is if you're in Yamashiro, right, the Yamashiro region, then just do all of the targets that are in Yamashiro, and then move to, let's just say you move to Setsu, do all the targets in Setsu. If you go to freaking Omi, do all the targets in Omi, and kind of go around checking where everybody is, and that's kind of how I did it. Because yeah, if you want to kind of like do these and these all kind of simultaneously, because these main missions here are going to be what guides you to new regions, and it's like, you know, you might have one or two targets in the same region, and then once one of these guys brings you to that region, then do some of the side ones in that. That's how I did it, at least, and it was easiest for me, because yeah, if you just try to go around and do all these like side quests, first of all, you're not going to unlock as many as there is, because you have to keep exploring new regions. But yeah, I would definitely tell you, do the main quest along with the things. That's kind of how I did it, and it felt really good. But yeah, this is our last Templar anyways. I think, yeah, it should be our last Templar. Caro is the head honcho. All right, let's see. How do you get the bow? It was one of the targets. Yeah, one of the main targets unlocks bow and arrows. I forgot which one it was. But you have to unlock Yasuke first, and then you gotta, I think, it was one of his targets that unlocks the bow, because one of them unlocks the bow and one of them unlocks the gun, and then you can unlock the, it unlocks all the different weapons. Where's this bringing me? Let's bring me there first. Let's go to this one first. Depending on this location, we might be able to just line up a nice shot. I should have arrows. Yeah, we got sniper arrow. There's our guy. I'm actually not going to assassinate this dude. We're going to shoot the fair one with him. Come on, get your shit together, dude.
Why am I always down there? That old traitor Koshiro said you did it. Can't even face me himself. My
God damn, that motherfucker was moving fast as shit. He was like ballerina twirling and all that.
One of Genzaburo's soldiers is breaking rank.
We should be okay. We'll be all right with that. All right, so we got that target down. Now we're gonna ride up to that's the silver smuggler. Okay, so our main target that we're looking for though is going to be in the castle. He's preparing to leave Japan. Go and spread his Templar influence somewhere else. Okay, I'm gonna start new games. I rarely finish the ones I start. Damn, Dracker. Dracker, so the question is, did you ever finish or start Red Dead Redemption 2? I feel like when it comes to, because I know a lot of people say like, oh, I never finished this game, or I never finished this game. I feel like finishing games is only problematic when, depending on how you play them. I feel like people who need, like, if you're a person like, right, who looks at this map and is like, I can't put this game down until I go to every one of these question marks, until I, you know, reveal every little bit of mist and do every single little like objective thing on every single person. I need a 100% every game I play. I can see that being an issue. Because that shit's it's just grindy and boring after a while. It's like, I play games to a relatively decent level of completion. I might not do every little gathering quest and every, you know what I mean? Where some people are like, it's an impulse, like they have to. I just don't have that. Like I'll do most of the main big stuff in the game, and then once I'm done with most of the main big stuff and I've done the main story, I say I'm cool. You know, if I really want to do a little bit more in the game, maybe I'll turn it on every now and again. You know, if you do get a bug, like, you know, I want to play some Shadows today, but you got a little bit of content, I could throw it on, do a couple quests, you know, that were looming that I just really didn't feel like doing at the time. But yeah, I can't. The game we've come the closest to like 100%ing recently was Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and I did like 95% of the content in that game, and that was just because I had to. That game was just so fucking good. I don't know where the fuck this castle is. There we go. Okay, so it is up there. Oh, wow.
If I stay here, I'll have to fight.
Something's moving. Make your move. This is it.
Jacker said even the online stuff did. So you can't, Jacker, as long as you finish that game, that's all that matters. There's a lot of buffer zone on this castle.
Takeda, that castle in the clouds. I have to make my way up.
I'm pretty sure that Ghost of Yotai, the new Tsushima game that's coming out, is gonna be fucking fire.
No, Caro. I am coming for you. There is no way you can run.
I'm surprised all of the, and that's how you know, like, it's super, like, the hate is so targeted, and it's no, like, there's no rhyme or reason behind it. People just, because it's Assassin's Creed and Ubisoft, they just super hate. Because Ghost of Yotai came, right? And people are like, oh, you know, Ghost is such a great game, it's the GOAT, blah, 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 blah. Well, from what I've seen, the main character of Ghost of Yotai was a female character, and yet you didn't hear a single person crying that the game was going to be woke, or that it was, that, you know, strong female character BS, blah blah. The same shit we heard when Naoe was announced as the main character in this game, but nobody was saying anything about that one, and I'm like, so we'll have to see if people say Ghost of Yotai is woke. The fuck was that? I've also played Ghost of Tsushima twice. I beat it twice. I think it's a phenomenal game. It's super good. There's definitely a lot of things that it does a bit better than Assassin's Creed Shadows, in my opinion. But then I feel like there's a lot of things that Assassin's Creed Shadows does better than Ghost of Tsushima. My main thing with Tsushima that I disliked very strongly was the pacing of the game. I felt like they took way too long to introduce you to like the top skills and abilities. Like by the time I unlocked some of the best things in the game, I was already like 75-80% done with the game, and that was like the main thing I had an issue with Ghost. Was I just felt like the pacing was just a little too slow. They took just a little too long for you to, because it was just like everybody kind of plays the same way in that game. There was no real different styles, and it's like the progression in Ghost of Tsushima was extremely linear. So like eventually you get to a certain point in the game where you have all these different like play styles depending on what you want, but everybody starts here and then everybody follows the same exact progression path. You can't be like, oh well, I like Whirlwind, and you're like, oh well, I like Stone, I like this. Like it's everybody progresses through the same exact linear progression thing, and then it's like, yeah, end game you could decide how you want to play, but that's why it just felt very structured in how you like leveled up, and that was the only thing I didn't like. And it's like by the time you got ghost mode and actually started wearing ghost armor, you were literally like 75% through the game. I was just like, dude, I wish I would have got this a little earlier, but that was just my playstyle specifically. That it didn't suit, as you guys know. But the one thing that Ghost of Tsushima had that was so fucking sick was the chain assassination, like where you would jump down and like do the chain kills and like whip from like enemy to enemy, and like again you had to like wait till you were damn near end game, but you could chain like 3 enemies in a row with it. It was so fucking sick. But like I said, it was just the pacing was just way too slow, in my opinion. Oh, the combat in Tsushima was phenomenal. I didn't like the stealth gameplay though. I thought the stealth gameplay was pretty basic until the end game. Like I said, the end game it was a whole different beast. But it's like most of the game, the stealth gameplay was not that great. But the sword fighting it was top tier, dude. Yeah. The boss fights too, they were so good. I was looking for some new arrows. There we go. But the thing is, this is probably the best combat we've gotten in an AC game, though, since probably Unity, in my opinion. I don't know. You'd be pretty surprised on vegetation density. You got to think untamed vegetation, because you got like modern day, like everybody mows their lawns and stuff like that. But if you guys live somewhere, you got those like abandoned houses, you know what I mean, around where you live, and they don't mow the grass. The fucking grass would be 4 or 5 feet tall. Japan, like I said, I've been there. The areas that are like off-road, like the jungle vegetation, like areas are so thick you can't just walk through it, dude. Like, it ain't happening, bro. It is very, very dense. So you got to think, you know, ancient, old-time Japan like this. Not like anybody was out there really maintaining the land or the vegetation. It's gonna just overgrow like crazy, you know what I mean? And the only thing that would keep it at bay would be the snow and the weather and stuff like that, unless people are out there like trimming the land, which just really didn't happen like that. So you are gonna see way denser vegetation in that environment compared to, you know, like modern day.
Look here!
He's savage, dude. So we got 2 targets here. Who else is here? There are 2 potential locations for Caro. Obviously, Caro's gonna probably be way up high. Oh, that's a chest, okay. Yo, stealthy Yasuke is not bad, guys. Especially with the bow. Chat, we just got so much face, it's crazy. Katana. I did get another katana earlier too for Naoe. I didn't even check and see what it was. So we got our...
It is the sins of your past given form.
Here we go.
So, she helped him.
Yes, senor. It was a bloodbath, and she was nowhere to be found.
Didn't expect the giant to be the one that gave her a voice. Like a wagon following the donkey. Speak of the devil.
You will answer for what you did.
You speak as if we know each other personally.
We do.
That's Yasuke's old lady.
It's all right, Mama.
Caro!
Who sent you?
No one, Senor Caro. No one. Please! We saw nothing! We saw nothing! Ah! Mama! Ah! Oh, Mama! Mama!
It's of your own choosing.
Chat, come on, dude.
Yogu?
Yasuke!
It was necessary. I had to set an example to the others. Your mother's death taught everyone how I felt about insubordination. Everyone except you, it seems.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say it now. Like the game is definitely like an 8 for me now. That shit was sick.
Consider how I have cheated death twice in your presence. Consider the lives I have claimed to get to you. And then, consider how you will speak of my mother.
So, what do you want, Diogo? Revenge? It'll get you nothing, I'm afraid. We have the regalia already.
Not for long. We will make sure of it.
We? Diogo. I was sent here because no one else in my organization cared enough. And look what I accomplished. Look around you, Diogo. Everything you see here is mine. This land, its resources, its people. You should understand that better than anyone.
Put 100, 1,000 men between us, Caro. There is no difference. You are welcome to watch them all die.
My friends, the bounty for escaped slaves will be honored today, but only dead.
Run. It will serve you no use.
Kill him, so we can focus on what really matters. Then you will not fail me like the others. Do you hear me, Diogo?
I have hunted greater warriors than you. You cannot hide from me, Caro.
Bro shot his mom, dude. Does this dude really think that we're just gonna like let that slide? You can't just shoot somebody's mom in the face and then not expect to get actually shit on. Look what's going on.
Stay away, Diogo. Let us settle this like civilized men.
You know nothing of civility. You talk too much.
Killing me will bring your mother back, Diogo.
Yes, suplexes.
Will bring your mother back, Diogo. Think.
Dean, thank you so much for the membership, bro. How you doing today, Dean? Oh, no, that's too quick for him, bro.
You, please, Diogo.
He didn't die, so he's suffering slowly.
After you killed my mother, I kept my desire for vengeance in my heart. In the same place I once held thoughts of her. It kept me alive, nourished me, to get to you today.
Then, it's yours. Vengeance. Not that it will bring her back.
It is no longer mere vengeance I want.
Then what is it? What is this all about?
A declaration of war against the Templar Order.
You are serious? My God, you're serious. What makes you think you can win?
Because you confuse your capacity for violence with power. There is some power in deciding who lives and dies. I can attest to this. But you wield this power with fear. You fear that which you cannot control. Because deep down, you understand you have no power.
And what does killing me prove?
That no one is untouchable. That even you are just one blade of grass in a withering field. And when you die, no one will remember you. Your death will only ever be a message to your compatriots. One that says you should fear us.
We will hunt you down. My crew will send everything at you.
They will try. We will be ready. And they will discover everything is not enough.
This isn't over. It's the beginning, in fact. The beginning of your end.
It is done.
Declaring war on the Templars. A fool's errand. Goodbye, Diogo.
Drain the shit out of that dude.
My name is Yasuke.
And chat. Dean, again, I want to thank you, man, for the membership, brother. So obviously, I know Ubisoft announced that they're going to be doing DLC for the game, which is going to be interesting to see where they go with this, because obviously they left the story nice and open for additional content to easily be added to the game for sure. And oof. So when it comes to like main objectives, as you guys can see, Templars are done. Obviously, we still have plenty of targets, like small targets that we can go and assassinate. None of these guys are like tied to like main stories. They're just like additional targets for you to go and do. But man, it was I really enjoyed this one. I was kind of interested to see, how they were going to tie all the storylines together, and then once I seen that they had like implemented like the Templars and stuff like that into this one, it definitely made it very, very enjoyable to like see the Templar Order actually come back, because shit, we haven't seen Templars since what, Syndicate? Was Syndicate the last game we even had Templars in? But I think it was Syndicate was the last game, and then Origins had like whatever Origins had. Odyssey had like the cult, and then Valhalla had, I don't even know what the fuck Valhalla had, but Valhalla was probably the furthest away from like Assassin's Creed shit that we've seen out of all the games. Still was an amazing game. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely love Valhalla, but it was. Didn't we have Templar that you fought though in Syndicate? Or was that just the gangs? No, there was no Templars in Valhalla, I don't think. Maybe. There was barely any assassin stuff in Valhalla. You gotta remember, the only tie that Valhalla had to the assassins was Basim, and Basim pretty much just showed up and said, "Hey, Eivor, here's this hidden blade as like a gift." Like, well, yeah, what I mean? It was like a gift, and that was like it. And you did like that little bit with Basim, but it was very far away from like Assassin's Creed. Origins had, or Odyssey had the cult that you hunted down. That we don't know if they had a direct tie to the Templar Order, because obviously it was before the Templar Order even existed. So they say that Odyssey was like the origination of the Hidden Ones and the Templar Order. So that one was still pretty cool though, because it felt like you were still hunting out and assassinating an order. And then obviously kind of the same thing with Origins, but yeah, there was nothing Assassin's Creed really in Valhalla at all. It was still a phenomenal game, and I think people always think like take it as an insult when I say like Valhalla was so far away from Assassin's Creed. It was, it just was. It was still great. Same thing with Origins. I felt like was pretty on par with Assassin's Creed, and then Odyssey was pretty far off too. But Shadows honestly was probably the first game to kind of go back to like the original type of story, which was nice in my opinion. I really enjoyed that, and it's going to be interesting to see what they do with DLC content going forward. Was the order in Origins? No, it was well, maybe I don't know if it was the Templar order though in Origins. I think there was just another like group, kind of like, but I might be wrong. I don't remember Origins like all that well. I know like we had like the Romans and stuff like that. So Origins felt more like an Assassin's Creed game than like any of the last few games, for sure. Yeah, I think Origins, so Assassin's Creed Origins was the start of the Assassin Brotherhood. Like that's when they I think that's when they came up with the tenets and things like that. That's when they actually like established the order of assassins. Like all the tenets and stuff that Altair and all them lived by, that all stemmed in Origins. And then all the other games went forward from there, you know what I mean? But yeah, I think Origins was the actual start of the Assassin Brotherhood. She had her ending too, Russian. Yeah. She had her ending with her like trying to find her mother. Now that, like I said, it kind of stops right there though, because they say that her mother might still be alive. There might still be more content tied to that. Hanzo said that he was going to contact her if he heard anything. So I don't know if that's in the game at the moment. So there could be more. As of right now, we don't know though. But there's still guys, there's still tons of stuff to do in this game. Like I'm not like we're done with the main story, but this is definitely we can come and revisit and knock out quests all the time in this. I still have actual I don't, as for full blown quest lines, I don't know how many of those we have left. We do have a couple, as you can see, we got a couple organizations to finish off here. So probably one of these days we're just going to hop on and just kind of try to clean up these last few stragglers we have in the organizations. This is an unknown organization that I haven't even unlocked yet. We don't even know what this one is. And that's not saying that there's not even more organizations that we haven't even found yet. So what happened to the girl Yasuke was with, the sister of Nobunaga's sister? She was she gave us the cheeks, and then she went off to get married to her new husband. Yeah, she's going to marry somebody. That was just a little fling. But yeah, we do have as you guys can see, a couple targets left that we could still go and hunt down. But yeah, we knocked out the main story. But yeah, I really enjoyed the story. Early in the game, you know what I mean? There's a lot of unknown. You don't really know why Yasuke kind of knows some things about the hidden blade. And then right here at the end, we've seen he was actually rescued by an assassin that made it onto the ship after his mother was killed, So, yeah, it was good though, guys. I really enjoyed this one for sure. Well, Larry, I wouldn't say that the Templars are getting more clever in hiding, because you got to remember the Assassin's Creed games, started off at a certain time period, and then they went back in time before the Templar order was a thing. So that's why it's harder to know who was just a evil faction and what actually, I believe the hidden ones or whatever, the cult there that you fight in Odyssey was the first, because Odyssey is the very first Assassin's Creed game timeline wise. It's the very, very first one. And all the other games kind of come after Odyssey. And like I said, the only game you really, I personally just could say I didn't really see a whole lot of Assassins or Templars in. Like even anything that would reminisce or represent the Templars or Assassins was in Valhalla. Obviously we had Basim and his little protege there, but there was no there was no order, there was no brotherhood that you worked with. Valhalla was very much just a Viking game, with the Assassin's Creed moniker to kind of slapped on it, with with Basim but yeah, there was no brotherhood in that game whatsoever that you did anything with. And then as for the Templar order, it was just like the battle between Vikings and, you know what I mean, the Mad King and stuff like that. It really didn't have anything to do with, I don't know. It wasn't. It was still awesome though. I played Indiana Jones. Yeah, we did Indiana Jones. What's the point of people experiencing the memories in Assassin's Creed? King, I gave up on trying to understand the Out of Animus stuff after Revelations. Like as soon as Desmond's Out of Animus story ended, I completely don't give a shit about what happens outside the Animus. They had some pretty decent stuff between like Odyssey, Valhalla, but that whole storyline with like Basim outside of the Animus and with Cassandra outside of Animus and stuff like that, and like going to the future and like the staff of Hermes. It was like all right, but I really gave up on even trying to understand anything out of Animus ever since Black Flag, really. No, it was Assassin's Creed 3. That was the end of... Was it an AC3 that was the end of Desmond's story? It was one of those. I think it was Brotherhood or Assassin's Creed 3. One of those. I think it was 3, though. I don't remember. But as soon as that ended, I could... Like, Black Flag forward, I could give a shit less what was going on outside the Animus. I don't even try to make sense of it anymore. It's just all over the place. There's multiple different, like right now they have some kind of weird story going on right now. There is like more missions in the game that actually like aim towards the Animus. So there might be more stuff for you to like unlock if you really want, but they did not force that on you at all as a player. Like there is Animus related stuff going on. But yeah, it is not mandatory. As you can see, we played the whole entire game and it was not forced upon us. I feel like they stopped forcing that on players. So I don't know, dude. There could be a decent story. This game starts off explaining a little bit of the Out of the Animus stuff, but I really didn't pay no attention to it really. But it is here. There's like these rifts and things that you find, and as you find them, like you get more information and shit like that. So who knows? Like you could push the Animus story a little bit, and it could unlock a bit more stuff. But yeah, I never really cared very much for the Out of Animus stuff after, like I said, Desmond's story. It was 3. That's what I thought. Indiana Jones was good. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun with Indiana Jones. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They stopped with a lot of the yeah, I mean the Animus stuff was weird, you know what I mean? And I get like it was okay in Desmond's game. I mean, even in Desmond's games, I really didn't care for it all that much. It was okay. It was like, especially in like AC1 and 2, like every time they pulled me out of the Animus, I was always like, come on, dude, what the fuck, bro? Like, I don't care about this shit. Like, especially back then, I really didn't care. And then it was like, as I got more invested in like Desmond's Out of the Animus, like Save the World story, like I was a little more okay with it, but there was still like, I could still, even Desmond's story, I could really care less. I was just like, give me back into Animus, dude. I just want to keep playing as Ezio. I want to go back to Italy. I don't give a shit about any of this stuff. Like, just give me back into Animus. I don't care. So I'm not like upset at all that they removed that, you know what I mean? Because for a lot of people, most people just looked at it more as an annoyance than anything. It's like, dude, like you're taking me out of this world and bringing me into the future and trying to like make sense of like why they're trying to hunt memories to find like all these artifacts. And it's like, we get it. You know what I mean? We get that the assassins and the Templar order are beefing and they're using memories to find ancient artifacts. Like if you guys don't know what the premise of the whole assassin Templar Animus thing is, they created they have the Animus, which allows people to relive past memories. They were going around trying to find all these people that had ties to people that lived during these different eras that had, you know, interactions with sages or had interactions with the pieces of Eden, the apples, the artifacts, things like that. So they would pretty much go in the Animus. They would try to relive through these people's memories to find the artifact, where it's buried, where it was left. Then in real time, they would go and collect it to use it for world domination. That's a very basic story that gets very repetitive and very stupid really quick, unless they planned on doing this Assassin's Creed game that took place in the future, where like it was like all of it kind of culminated to this one, but then they would have to kill the series at some point. It would end. You know what I mean? Like, okay, Assassins, Templars, culmination event outside of the Animus, big battle, fucking whatever the hell. But then once that happened, then it would kind of end Assassin's Creed. So it was one of those weird things, you know what I mean? And they obviously weren't going to do that. And it would have been a boring story anyways, even if they did. I don't think it would have been all that interesting, realistically. I was always more interested to kind of see the inanimate stuff, but yeah, that was pretty much it. That was the whole point of like the original Animus outside the Animus story. Then like Black Flag and like all this other stuff kind of was just like they turned the Animus into like this video game thing almost. It was like, oh yeah, you know, if you want to just go and experience the past, it was like you could just put on a headset and like go and experience what it was like to live in the past. But then they're like, now the game is trying to kind of like say, oh, well, there's like this darkness to it. Like they're trying to rewrite history, blah, 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 blah. No, nobody cares. Yeah, nobody really cares. We're going to be playing Death Stranding 2. Yeah, for sure. Matt, and I haven't talked to anybody that actually enjoyed the Animus. I mean, I'm not saying there's nobody out there that didn't, but like, can we I'm being honest, dude. Like, and correct me if I cannot, like, since Black Flag, in my opinion, which my opinion doesn't mean shit, the Animus has been dog shit, bro. The outside the Animus shit has been dog shit. Like, Black Flag was terrible, dude. That first person, like, walking, like, I don't know. None of it has been, the most interested I've been in outside of the Animus stuff was the whole thing in Odyssey. Like, Odyssey, like, Valhalla, that was, like, the first time where I even kind of, like, piqued my interest a little bit. I couldn't even tell you what the outside of the Animus stuff was from Black Flag. Any game that took place between Black Flag and Odyssey, I couldn't even tell you what the out of Animus stuff was, because I don't even remember, because I literally didn't care that much. Like, I don't even know, like, Unity, fucking Syndicate, Origins. I think Origins might have been the same game as, same thing as, like, Odyssey. I couldn't even tell you, dude. I couldn't even tell you. It was just a bunch of, like, boring, like, parkour. Like, you'd get out, you'd climb around, and, like, that was it. It was so lame. But yeah, I've never met somebody that was like, damn, dude, like, I'm so upset that the Out of Animus story, it was so good. And then like they took it, like that shit's been shit for a long time. And like I said, I think the only story that people were even remotely invested in was Desmond's story, which it is what it is. You know, and like I said, Desmond's story was decent, but even at the end of the day, Desmond's story was still immersion breaking and not that great, in my opinion. It was just like, now we had these weird alien people who had all these powers and the world was going to end. It was just like this weird, super over the top story, in my opinion. No, yeah, man. And like I said, I do agree. Yeah, like the plot connection between Desmond and the because the thing that they did in the original games was they tied direct plots from the out of Animus stuff to what you were doing in the Animus. You know what I mean? Like they were going, like you would find freaking Ezio's tomb, you know what I mean? And then they literally went there outside the, so it was like different. And then they even had like little, like, you know, that little assassination thing where Desmond was learning, because that was the whole point of the Animus initially was to, I think it was AC2 where Desmond was learning to become an assassin. Like that was the whole point of Ezio's story, was to train Desmond to be an assassin in real time. You know what I mean? And then they were like, well, the best way to do this is to put him in the shoes of somebody who went from nothing to master assassin. And that's kind of what they did with Desmond, is Desmond followed Ezio's storyline and ended up becoming a quote unquote master assassin due to the bleed effect, where it's kind of like the Matrix. What you learn in the Animus, you learn, it affects you outside. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what they did. They wanted to train Desmond to become an assassin. And there was those direct ties. But yeah, after Desmond's story, that shit just fell off, dude, and it just didn't exist, and it just all made no sense, was not that great in my opinion. But yeah, that direct lore ties that they had in the originals was pretty cool, but you could tell that the way they were telling the story could only go so far. And that's why I tried to tell people before, it's like when it came to the original like Desmond Miles story and the way they used to storytell in Assassin's Creed with the Animus, it was one of those storylines that you could only go so far with before it either got super repetitive and really, really boring and mid and just kind of meh, or it was going to have to end at some point, as Desmond's story did. It was like this big buildup, and then boom, the freaking sun flare happened, this whole blah, 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 they saved the world, and then it was like, now what? You know what I mean? This whole buildup that they did over all of these games to build up this big event. And then it kind of just fell off, because it was like, okay, from here, now what do we do? And you know what I mean? There was nothing that they really could do at that point with it before the story just kind of got pretty meh. I don't hate Isu shit at all. Desmond, I literally just said Desmond's story was, the only part was good. And then outside of that, it was bad. I even enjoyed the Isu stuff in Origins. Like there was literally, like you did like the Isu missions where you went and like learned about the Isu. You had to go to that one Isu city, or maybe that was Odyssey that did that. One of those two games, you like literally went and met Isu. And it was okay. Like I said, it was okay. But you know, the whole thing with like Juno and stuff like that, like that was the best out of Animus stuff, but the story could only go so far. So the present games have no tie, at least that I can see. This game, they do kind of reference her, and I thought maybe they were trying to bring Juno back, because Juno was kind of like one of the big baddies. So one of the big baddie Isus. So I thought that they would bring back Juno in some part, but like I said, I didn't really do any of the Animus stuff, guys. So there could be a whole Animus storyline in this that I just don't know about. You guys would probably have to do a little bit of research on it or play through it to see if there is some kind of tie. But they kept referencing her, and I was like, oh shit, are they gonna bring back fucking Juno? Like, I don't know. Like, we'll kind of have to see. But I have absolutely no clue. But you know, like I said, I don't think like me personally, and I mean, there's people out there that I guess have that same opinion, where they're like, oh well, like I miss the old Assassin's Creeds, and it's like I've played every Assassin's Creed, like, you know what I mean. This is why games are subjective, but the old Assassin's Creed games were phenomenal. I still prefer the way they are now. Like I don't feel Assassin's Creed needs to have the Animus to be a cool game. I don't feel like they have to have lore that ties us to some outside entity outside of what we're playing. Like, I don't mind Assassin's Creed just being a war between Templars and Assassins, and we just go into different sandboxes and different periods of time with historical characters, seeing how the Assassins and Templars, you know, butted heads in this time period, this time period, this time period, this time period. I don't need anything outside of that, you know what I mean, to fuel it. Like, I don't think it really matters, you know what I mean? I feel the game can operate solely just on the playground of the time periods, you know what I mean? Just going back in these time periods, experiencing feudal Japan, and kind of see how they can tie Templars and Assassins into that time period, you know. And I thought they did a pretty decent job with it in this one, like how they tied the Assassins and the Templars into, like, they tied the Assassins into like the shinobi group, and then they had the Templars that were tied into like the old shogun and stuff like that, and they had this group, and I thought it was done really, really well. And that's kind of where I went. Oh, I see what you're saying. Drop the Assassin's Creed, turn it into another IP. Yeah, I mean, but then it would kind of lose its identity, I think, which I feel like Assassin's Creed has gone through like a huge identity crisis over the past like 10 years, you know, because I feel like they were kind of trying to figure out what they wanted the game to be, you know, because they did. It went from one extreme to like what it is now, and it's very, very different. And it is kind of like a bit of an identity crisis. But I think, you know, I honestly feel like they found kind of where the Assassin's Creed has been relatively successful, which has kind of just become that sandbox, you know, that sandbox like game that takes place in a time period, and they try to find a way to tie Assassins and Templars, and Black Flag, in my opinion, was kind of where that started, really, obviously, because that's where Desmond's story ended. They kind of went to the pirate, like the Assassins Templar story was just tied into this awesome pirate, you know, game, because you know what I mean, and that's kind of where they've gone since there. Yeah, the traditional assassin gameplay being back was really nice, because we haven't really had a real assassin character since like Unity, because like the character in Origins, like he was probably our closest thing, but he fought with a sword and shield, like he was like an Imperial Guard, or like whatever the hell he was, I don't even remember, but he was not an assassin. I mean, he did have a blade, he played a lot more like an assassin compared to like Valhalla and Odyssey, but yeah, this was our first like true to form, well, minus like Mirage. I always forget about Mirage, but that was like DLC really, but like true to form Assassin's Creed game. It was our first full-fledged assassin that we've had in a long time. A Black Flag remake, man. Jesus, man, I just played Black Flag like 2 years ago, man, and it looked phenomenal on PC. I mean, maybe like a remaster or something for like console guys, but man, that game definitely doesn't need a remake. We beat Adamfall, JJ. Yeah, we beat Adamfall. Just so you guys know, the gameplay is over. We're just kind of chilling. My wife went to grab food real quick, and then I'm just sitting here chit-chatting with you guys until dinner gets back, and then I'm going to eat, and we're going to be firing up another stream here shortly. We're just kind of sitting here chit-chatting. Mark, what's going on? So yeah, I mean, like I said, when it came to Shadows, I definitely enjoyed the direction that they went with this one. It'll be interesting to see, you know, obviously if they can get over the hurdle of hate that Ubisoft has had to deal with. Hopefully we'll get another Assassin's Creed game, and another fucking Ghost Recon and another Splinter Cell. There's still a lot of games I wish Ubisoft would really, really get back to. But if we do get another Assassin's Creed game, I do kind of hope they at least stay the course that they're on with this. Because like I said, this was the first game in a while that kind of felt like I was actually playing an Assassin's Creed game and not just a game with the Assassin's Creed name slapped on it. Because like I said, Odyssey, my favorite game. It's my favorite game out of all of them. You know what I mean? But it just didn't feel like an Assassin's Creed game. It was just it was just an amazing Greek open world RPG. You know what I mean? And then Valhalla, same thing. It was the greatest open world Viking game I've ever played. Not that great when it comes to the Assassin's Creed side of things, but yeah, I did feel like they kind of started just making these huge open worlds and then just slapped Assassin's Creed on it and just threw it out the door. And it's just like, okay. But this, like I said, this is probably the first time where I was like, man, I actually feel like I'm playing Assassin's Creed a little bit here. It's like, I mean, we've seen it real quick, you know, because this game did have a lot of hate, but you guys seen as soon as the game dropped, within a week of the game dropping, a lot of that hate had dissipated because people actually used their fucking brains and had a mind of their own instead of just listening to these, you know, money hungry hate trolls. Like they actually just like, you know what, let me check this game out. Let me see if it's really as bad as they say. And then people liked what they seen. And they're like, yo, actually, this game actually looks pretty dope. I'm gonna buy it. So really quick, within a week, 2 weeks, the hate had stopped for the most part because people felt like idiots. You know what I mean? It's just like now it's like it was easy to hate on the game originally because everybody was hating on the game. Now I feel like most people are like, oh yeah, the game's okay, or it's not as bad as we thought it was gonna be. So now if you're sitting there still hating on the game, you just look like a fucking idiot at this point. Well, what about Assassin's Creed? I mean, we don't know. You know what I mean? Like, you got to remember, like, the hate train for Ubisoft is so strong. Like, people are trying to burn them down. They want the company to go under, which I don't get. Like, I understand we want them to improve. We want them to do better. We want them to, you know, not, like, do whatever the fuck they're doing. You know what I mean? We want them to change the course. But at the end of the day, that's what we want. We just want change. But people went from wanting change to just wanting to burn the whole thing down. Like, and I'm like, okay, like I get you guys are upset, but you understand if Ubisoft goes under, like we lose all those IPs. Like, yeah, they might get bought out, but now do we want a fucking EA or like an Activision type of thing? Like, no, like whoever buys out the IPs for that Ubisoft owns, the games are going to be worse. You think they're going to get better, bro? Get the fuck out of here, man. Because you got to think, the only company's got money to really pick up all those IPs and actually make good on them. Nobody wants games to be made by those companies. So the thing is like you're trying to burn the whole fucking thing down. That you're not doing any good. You're just going to, we're never going to get another Ghost Recon. We're never going to get another Tom Clancy Splinter Cell game. We're not going to get another Assassin's Creed because the company's going to go under and all those IPs are going to kind of just. Now we might have a company here and there that might pick up an IP or two if they sell off the IPs, which would probably be what they did. But I don't trust the fact that whoever picks up those IPs is actually going to do something good with them. I think we're either I think the games are going to be even more garbage. Honestly, that whatever we get from these other companies is just going to be more garbage, realistically. So it just kind of depends. You know what I mean? I don't think burning Ubisoft to the ground is going to help, but I also do feel like, yeah, you know, they've made a lot of mistakes year after year after year. I do feel like they need to understand that players are upset and they want change. But at the same time, you know, just 100% trying to kill them over everything, it just is not the answer. You know what I mean? Yeah, Zeno, and I mean, the fact is like, yeah, Ubisoft claimed to be historically correct or historically accurate. Okay, at the end of the day, like, it doesn't matter, you know what I mean? If I sit here and I say, yeah, you know, like, I'm going to make this game, it's going to be super historically correct or historically accurate, and then I put it out and it's not, it's like, okay, like, bro, you said it was going to be historically correct, and it's like, well, this is what I came up with. Like, you at the end of the day, like, it is like, okay, well, you did a shit job at it being, but people, that's not what it was. It wasn't like people were like, oh, well, you said this game was going to be historically. I mean, I thought the game was fine. Like, you know what I mean? I felt like I was in feudal Japan in the era of, you know, Nobunaga, you know, or Nobunaga, you know what I mean? I felt like the game felt period correct to me. Like I said, I don't dig deep into, oh, well, this person was actually like this in real life, and this person was actually like this in real life, and they got this detail wrong because this house was actually shaped like this. And it's like, bro, okay. First off, I don't give a fuck if the house is shaped wrong. Second of all, I don't give a shit about this person and how he actually was, because I don't care. I don't play Assassin's Creed to fill my history books. Like, to you know what I mean? I just, as long as the game feels historically like I'm in Japan, that's really all I care about. You know what I mean? But I think people just read too far into things. They're like, well, they said that the game was going to be historically accurate, and then it wasn't. It's like, okay. I mean, I didn't know that it was mandatory that video games had to be, because if we want to go and, you know, get the list of games that are, like, look at like Wolfenstein, like, what the fuck? Like, the Nazis won the war in Wolfenstein. They won the war, chat. Hitler won and took over the world. Now, is that game disrespecting us and the Americans and the Brits and the French, and because now they're living under the tyranny of Hitler, and how dare they portray Hitler as this super, like, criminal who won the war? That's so disrespectful. Like, come on, bro. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, that's so dumb. It's a video game. It's fiction. Okay? At the end of the day, it's fiction. And as long as this shit's fun, that's really all that matters. Especially in a game with futuristic ninjas that hunt alien artifacts, because that's what Assassin's Creed really is. You know what I mean? It's just, I just think people read too much into shit. Yeah, so we'll see. I mean, like I said, I think Shadows probably did enough to keep the Assassin's Creed franchise above water, at least. I was a little worried before the game released because the hate train was just so powerful. But it does seem like, you know, it did all right. You know what I mean? Obviously, it's not the greatest performing game out there, but I feel like maybe it's enough for them to keep their head above water and give us another game, and then maybe we could build on that. But it's just, you guys know how it is. It's because of the hate train. Now they're going to announce the next game, and people are just going to find another way to shit on that one too. It's just it's a fucking cycle, chat. Exactly, Matt. And Assassin's Creed has always been exaggerated history. I mean, look at the DLC for Assassin's Creed 3. Didn't they make George Washington like like a tyrannical king or something like that? And like, I think, and then Assassin's Creed 2, we had to like assassinate the fucking Pope. You know, like, wasn't the Pope like evil or some shit in AC2? Like, you know what I mean? Like, none of these games have ever been, quote unquote, historically accurate. Like, we were literally assassinating fucking a pope. We had Leonardo da Vinci, like, making blades for like, come on. Like, that was the cool stuff for me, though, is just kind of see how they took those historical figures. Like Charles Lee was like a super baddie, dude. Like, come on, dude. Like, these games have never been historically accurate. They've always exaggerated. They've taken things out of context. They've made people who they're nowhere. Like, it's just always been like that. Like, according to Assassin's Creed 3, a Native American assassin helped us win the war against win the American Revolution, chat. Like, there it is. That's facts. If you guys did not know, there was a Native American assassin named Connor, okay, who helped us win the war. Chat. He helped us win the fucking war. That's true. And that's coming from an American, chat. I know these things, okay? I fucking know these things. But that's what I mean. It's like it's always been an exaggerated ass fucking thing. It's never been quote unquote historically accurate. You know what I mean? They definitely take from what I've seen, they've definitely taken their liberty with history throughout all of these fucking games. And all of a sudden, you know, Shadows comes out and it's this big deal, and it's just like, what? Like, what are y'all talking about? Like, maybe I didn't play the same Assassin's Creed games as everybody else, because from what I've seen, they've definitely taken the liberty and doing whatever the hell they want with history ever since the very first game. You know what I mean? But who am I? You know? But no, at the end of the day, I had a good time playing this one, guys, and I will be popping back into it probably every now and again. I'm probably going to do some episodes where we clear up, just kind of go around cleaning up the rest of these targets here, and then we'll kind of go from there. And obviously, if there's DLCs, things like that come out, is something that we'll kind of gauge and jump in as they come out. We'll kind of play them as they release. And we'll go from there. We'll see what Ubisoft has to offer us going forward. So tonight we're going to be doing another stream of Dying Light. Yeah, I mean, it was funny though. The lead up to the release of Shadows was so funny. Like, people are like, "Oh my god, the Japanese prime minister!" Like, the Japanese people are so offended by the game, and I'm just like, that's crazy, man. That people are got that offended over a video game is crazy to me. And as we just played through the whole fucking game. I didn't notice a goddamn single thing that was super offensive. Like I said, I mean, maybe I'm numb to things that are offensive, but I feel like all these people that are offended, like, where were y'all at when Assassin's Creed 3 came out? Like, why weren't y'all offended? If y'all are Americans too, like, where were all these offended Americans, you know, when AC3 dropped? But yeah, we're gonna be doing some let me see, that should be enough time. Yeah, it's enough time. We're done with Storage Hunters from right now. Yeah, so we're gonna be doing some Dying Light tonight. I gotta get these games cleaned up, chat. We gotta get the game list beat. So Shadows, we kind of cleaned this up today. Like I said, we got more that we could do. I'm not gonna do it right now though. We'll kind of let this rest for a while. We've been playing the game quite extensively since it released, so we're gonna let this chill out. We got most of the stuff I wanted to accomplish done. And then, like I said, this will be something we'll probably periodically come back to every now and again, especially when like DLC and stuff like that goes to release. We'll jump into that. But yeah. Yeah, I seen the streamer issue that they were having in Japan. I thought that's what they were referring to, but obviously people were trying to make it about Assassin's Creed, and I was like, I'm pretty sure it's about the IRL shit that's happening in Japan, not Assassin's Creed Shadows. Like, I don't think that's the thing people are really all that worried about. No, yeah, we didn't come close enough to the like goal. You know, I said if we got 1,000 likes out of back-to-back The Last of Us, we're going to play it again tomorrow, chat, so it is what it is. But we're getting close. I'm probably going to do a few more streams of Dying Light anyways, because we're going to go around, do a little bit more nighttime exploration, things that we didn't really do in our previous playthroughs. And then Dying Light's going to be done until this summer when the new one comes out. Going to be jumping in, playing that. But Dying Light's been a good time. And then... yeah, we only got a couple more days until that other zombie game releases. We're going to be playing that when it releases. I'm excited. I think Dying Light the Beast is coming out in August. King, it was either August or it was just labeled for the summer, but I think it's August. For some reason, I thought that's what they said. But there is another, I think, big mission here. Like, this one, I think, actually might be a decent sized quest line. So when we do jump into this, we got to do the stuff for Junjiro, because once we do Junjiro's quest, we can do this quest line here for Tamiko. So I don't know. I think there's, like I said, there's definitely still side stuff we can do, guys. But it's just there's needs a bit of content in this game for sure. We beat every DLC for Dead Island 2, Brian. Yeah, we went back and played them. Now it was wild, chat. It was actually wild because I seen this one video, right? And this is how I just knew, like I was like, man, these people really have no fucking clue what the hell they're talking about. Like, because people were complaining about the quote unquote woke, like homosexuality stuff that's in this game, because obviously there's like, you can, if you want, you can have homosexual relationships with Yasuke and Naoe. And I'm like, okay, first of all, that's been in every single Assassin's Creed game that I can think of. Going back all the way to Odyssey. Odyssey had the multi-relationships. And I know this because our Cassandra banged every dude and chick throughout that. If the option popped up, Cassandra was sleeping with him. We were handing out cheeks like it was, I don't know. It was crazy. And then, so people were complaining about like, oh, that's so disrespectful that they would put this like homosexual stuff, like Yasuke being gay and this and this and that. And, in the game, and like how offensive it was to the Japanese, I was like, what? And let me see. And I'm going to show you guys why you don't listen to people, okay? Because this is the number one anime in Japan, okay? Like, everybody reads the mangas. Everybody loves this manga, okay? This anime. And let's see all the woke haters defend this. All right, so those of you guys have watched One Piece, so I'm gonna have to keep stopping it every now and then, or I'm gonna get hit with super bad copyright. But so this is an island, a whole motherfucking island of trans dudes. A whole island. And this is not just like a one-time thing. Like, these characters are with the Revolutionary Army. They're all throughout the whole entire show. like you see him, especially Ivanka. Like Ivanka is like super, like he's like one of the head dudes. And this is made in Japan, guys, by Japanese people. And it's not just this anime either. There is tons of anime that have the same kind of stuff in it. So they actually call Ivanka the queer queen, okay? The queer queen is what they talk about. So that's why I'm like, oh, okay. Like, okay, so here comes Ivanka. Now, this is gonna blow your mind, chat. This is gonna blow your mind. The queer queen. All right, so are you guys ready for this? So we're gonna skip forward here. So this is what she looks like. All right, and obviously we all know that the Japanese hypersexualize women like crazy. Are they gonna? All right, now you guys ready to see what Ivanka turns into? All right, chat. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about how offended the Japanese people are that Yasuke was. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. That's what I'm saying, chat. So this is why you can't listen to fucking people. People don't, like I said, I've been to Japan. I've been to motherfucking Japan. All right, where they at, chat? Where they at? I want to see them defend this. Think of it. Yeah, this is the real Ivanka. Yeah, that's what he actually looks like. So all this was, all this whole entire spiel here, this whole me showing you guys this, all this is me just showing you guys why you can't listen to all these like cultural heroes on the internet. They're out here trying to defend these countries they've never even fucking been to because a hate train is going and a French company is, you know, disrespecting another culture and this and that, and they shouldn't put this in the game. And it's just like, because it's so offensive to these Japanese people. And it's just like, bro, I promise you, no. Yeah, so he has a devil fruit where he can like inject hormones into people, and he could change like dudes into girls and girls into dudes, and like, yeah, he's like a drag queen. Whole thing. It's a whole thing. Yeah, I mean, if like I said, One Piece is phenomenal. I absolutely love One Piece. So. But that's all I was getting at, guys, is you just can't listen to people. You just can't listen to people. But there it is, guys. Again, thank you so much. I really do appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. We're going to raid over to my next stream, and then I'll be firing that up here. I'm literally just gonna eat some food, stretch my legs for like 10 minutes, guys, and by like 7:15 or so, we're gonna start up that stream. So hopefully a bunch of you guys will stick around for that. But yeah, right now, literally, I'm just gonna raid you guys over. You'll be sent over to the next stream, and then we'll go from there. So thank you guys again, though, for the love, the support. For those of you guys that stuck with me for the Shadows playthrough, I really do appreciate it. I know it was a bit of a long one, man. That game was actually quite long. It surprised me. Not as long as KCD. If I would have done all of the content and the side stuff, I probably would have been almost as long as KCD, but it was long. It was definitely long. We got a good bit of time in. So One Piece, I wasn't the claim on One Piece had nothing to do with the game, with it being claimed as historically correct. I was speaking about people talking about the woke culture stuff that was, you know, the homosexual relationships and why people, quote unquote, the Japanese were so offended. But that just was not even true. And I was showing you guys why woke is not really something Japanese people are worried about. And that was my example on why they don't care. But all right, guys, I love you all, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.